So this is Secret Assassin, and today it's not really unboxing, it's just a quick tour of the Panasonic Tm700. I meant to do an unboxing of those. I even recorded the unboxing, but I think I lost the video, and then I don't know what happened to it. But I never really posted anything about the Panasonic Tm700 online at all, and this is what I've been using since like when my video quality got really good. I've been using this certain camera, but I finally decided to stop being lazy and just do a quick tour of it. So anyway, this is an old model now. I think this is a 2009 model. I'm not exactly sure, or a 2010 model. This has been replaced by the Tm900. Tm900 does have more functions and a bigger screen, but I still prefer this model over that one because this one still has. This one looks smaller. It doesn't look as bulky, and I think the quality on this one is almost the same, or maybe even better than the other one. But anyway, so here's the preview. It has 32 GB built-in memory, and it supports SDXC, the Secure Digital Extra Capacity. Right now, they only have the 64 GB cards, and as you can see, my Insignia camcorder sucks so bad that you can barely focuses on anything, huh? But anyway, this was $1,500 original. I think it still is on Amazon at least. But I got this for $800 because it was on sale at Best Buy and I had some credit, so I got this for around $600 to $700. And this was the cheapest option. And it's a good thing I went with this one over the Canon. Even though Canon does have good lens, the quality on this one, you cannot beat the sharpness of the video quality on this one. And this is the only camera still, except for the Sony, which they made this year, but in 2009 and maybe even 2008, this was the only camera that offered 1080/60p. That's true 1080p. That's 1080 progressive at 60 frames per second. Which is more than what they shoot Blu-ray movies with. Like, if you buy the Blu-ray movies, they're only 24p. That's 24 frames per second. But this was the first camera to do true 60 frames per second at 1080 progressive. Meaning you can technically do a really good slow motion with 60 frames per second. But at 1080p. Like, true 1080p. Most cameras at that time did not have 1080p. They all had 1080. Even though it said full HD, it was only 1080i. Now, Canon still does not have any consumer models that are 1080p at 60 frames per second, as far as I know. And I think Sony has one model, but which is really expensive, and I think JVC has one 3D model that's similar. And as you can see, this is a Tm700, but there was a Tm750, which is the thing that comes with a 3D lens on it. But if you are looking for the compatibility of 3D lens, the Tm900, it says 3D ready, but also says you have to buy the additional lens. Now the thing is, I don't know if the additional lens will fit on this one, but I do know that it's going to fit on all the 2011 models of the Panasonic, or at least the ones that says they're 3D ready. And this is near broadcast quality, so this is almost the same quality as like those, if you see like the HD News, HD Cable, HD Dish Network. This is going to be the same quality, or sometimes even better quality than those. Anyway, the box is really tiny, and I'm going to take you a little tour, and also what came with it. So, first thingy, the charger, and then this cable. It plugs in here, so you can, if you don't want to charge your battery, and if you're going to run your camera for a long amount of time, then what you can do is you can just directly connect the power to the camera, and that's power. But when you are powering the camera through here, it's not going to charge the battery. You can either charge the battery or power the camera, so that's the one sucky part. Here's the manual. It has all these things. Built-in 5.1 surround sound mic, as you can see. I don't know how good you can see. It has a 3MOS sensor. Power ISO. This is also the good thing. The Canon, the 2011 models, which they introduced at CES 2011. Those models, I think the Canon G10 and X810, those have the little manual focus rings. and none other Canon cameras, camcorders do have it, but this one does have a manual focus ring. You can set this to control white balance, iris, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of manuals you can set. It has intelligent ISO and then manual and auto mode, zoom, and also volume if you're set in the settings. Little 3 selected dial, camera, video, and playback, which you can manage files like delete and stuff. Start and stop button. The photo button, it takes 14.2 megapixel images. Normally, when you have cameras that take this many images, which is all this pixel crammed into this mini sensor, it's really, the video quality is downgraded. But not in this one. The video quality is actually really sharp. I mean, I can't even describe the video quality. I am so happy I chose this over any Canon. Even if it's a $10,000 Canon professional camcorder, I would still pick this one. It's by my favorite one ever. So then you have a 3-inch touchscreen plus button, so that's a good thing. So you can do touchscreen plus button. It does come with a stylus, which is somewhere in the box right now. But I'm not going to take everything out. But it comes with a mini stylus. Bad thing is you have to carry it around. You can't tie it to the camera, so there's a chance of losing it. So it's better to do with the finger. Sounds wrong. Anyway, here you have a little fan. A lot of people on the reviews do complain that the fan sometimes make noise. I think it's just the model you get. The fan I have barely makes any noise. So I think they could have gotten a defective model or a model with something similar to that. It's probably because they ordered online and then, you know, in the shipping it probably got messed up, something like that. I got this from store. There's a power button here and the 1080p/60 mode button. You hold that and it's going to go, and then you hold it again, it's going to exit out of that mode. SD card slot, it can take, well, on the box it says it can take up to 64 gigabytes, but there might be some kind of software update once they do come out with more higher capacity SDXC cards. But right now it can take up to 32 gigabytes of SDHC card. It has a HDMI output, USB. You can connect this directly to your computer, or you can just pop the SD card out. A little component cable, TV out thingy. So, and the file transfer on this is really good. You cannot delete the files though, but it's not slow like in some other cameras. The camera function button here. Now the microphone, you have different modes. You can set the microphone to zoom in one direction, or you can set the microphone, as you can see, there's one in the middle and 4 on each side. You can set the microphone to just focus on that subject or only this microphone to work. So there's a lot of manual controls for the microphone, so you do get professional quality audio. Well, not really professional quality, but similar to professional quality. And then for the accessory shoe, it's kind of weird. In some of the Canons they don't include, but they included this little shoe mount. What you basically do is you just basically pop this in whenever you want to put whatever you want to put on there, and it just pops in like this and just stays on the side, as you can see. Now, and then there's a little release button here to release the accessory shoe. And then right here, if you guys are wondering, there is a 3.5mm microphone and a headphone, so you can record with a mic, like something similar to an Audio Technica 10 bucks, really good quality. It's Audio Technica. And just record with a 3.5mm microphone. Just pop that in there, and then I think it should automatically set it, or I can't remember, or you just set it with the manual, but you do have the manual and it does a pretty nice menu. It's really easy. Then you have a headphone port right here. You can use something like a, if you want to be really professional about it, you can just use something like a Sennheiser 280 Pro, like a monitoring headset or a studio quality headset, and this thing is gonna reproduce sound exactly as it's going to be recorded, so not gonna have any difference there. So there, and then the casing here is kind of rough, so it's non-slippery. That's a plus. Now it has a 35mm lens, wide-angle lens. Right now I do have a UV filter on it. So you can see this UV ring I bought, and then the lens, the sun hood cap thingy came with it. So That's basically it. I will be posting a camera test thingy on this. Right after this, I will do a test outside and do some zoom in shots and everything. Oh yeah, 12 optical zoom and digital zoom is, I think, I'm not sure. Wait 1 minute. Oh, never mind. Okay, 18 times intelligent zoom, so I don't think that's optical zoom. I think it's around 800, the digital zoom. I will tell it to you in the test more. It comes with a really crappy looking software for transferring files, but you don't really need it. And the most important part is it has an electronic viewfinder. It only works when the screen is closed, but you do get an electronic viewfinder for sunlight, as you can see. Then you just like pop that close and it's gonna close. The only thing I hate about the electronic viewfinder, it's plastic and it's really hard. It's not like the Canon viewfinders where it's like rubberized, so it fits comfortably around your eyes, but you know, but this is good for $600 to $700. It's way better. There's a leather strap. You can adjust it. You know that. That's like real nice quality. Solid build. On the bottom, you have the thread for the tripod mount, and it does come with a remote control. It looks just like the Canon one, except right now I can't seem to find it. I think I misplaced it or accidentally threw it in the garbage that one time when I was throwing stuff around. So I did not show you that, but the remote control does works great. But the only problem is it works good from the front, not from the sides. You really have to aim it at it to make it effective. And I do love the manual focusing. That's the main best part about this. It just gives you great professional looking shots. So thanks for watching.